Us, we need to get hip to the game and how the game works. I used to always think it's like about money or cash. I mean, it really comes down to assets. It comes down to, you know, of course, your network. It comes down to what you can negotiate. And people, I say, you're not going to get paid what you're worth. You're going to get paid what you negotiate. And that's what I was told as a young person, you know, wanting to go into corporate America. You get paid what you negotiate. But it always stuck with me. And so I realized that I can't sit around and wait for investors to determine my company's worth more. I had to fight for it, what I believe it's worth. And I know that's what it's worth. Last year, I was thinking short term. Last year, I was thinking what the 12-month plan. And that's where I made a mistake by taking terms that were just good for our immediate need and not really taking the time to look ahead and say, what does this look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road? Now that's how I make all my decisions, is trying to really figure out all of the scenarios that could happen and then looking at what's the worst that can happen. What's the worst case scenario? Because I have to be okay with the worst case scenario too. And so, you know, before the worst case scenario was me being diluted down so far, and I just was firm, like, I'm not going to do that. I will no longer be motivated to run my business if I'm the minority shareholder and I'm working for other people. So I made that very clear to everybody. But when we talk about what VCs don't want you to know, they don't want you to know you can renegotiate. I've never heard of this before. I've never heard of going back and renegotiating your terms. Like, never. So you have rights. And I think we're just told, like, okay, you get a valuation because they give you a term sheet and they tell you what you're worth. Why? Or they set all the rules because they have the money. And there's a quote that says, the golden rule is, he who has the gold makes the rules. And I get it, but gold isn't always currency. The gold is an intellectual property that we've developed. So we make the rules.